It's your girl Jen. How you doing out there today? I know it's been a while since we've sat down, had a drink, and talked about something that was on my noggin. But this I want to share. I got to share this with you. And I know it's been a while, but my camera's been down. I got a new camera, so everything is all good now. And I'm not making excuses, but that's the way it is. But today, um, we're going to talk about a little bit different topic. Everything in here is my opinion only. So don't come for me. I'm not transphobic and I'm not spreading hate to anyone. Let's just put that right out there up front. And please don't spread hate in the comments. Don't spread hate to anybody anywhere, but especially in the comments because on the internet you can get behind a keyboard and it's so much easier to spread hate that way because it don't take any courage. But today I want to talk about men invading sacred spaces meant for just women. Okay, and I understand if you want to be a woman, then you should have some respect. Wait until everything down there has changed and then go in because, even men that transitioned can become uh, someone's victim of assault. So, now, with all that being said, and I'm not transphobic, just so you know, from not being able to say out loud what a woman is to predators in our spaces, the world has truly lost it. Let me say it front, and I'll say it again. I am not transphobic, nor do I hold any ill will to anyone who is. But I, like many other people, we are so tired of having it constantly pushed down our throats every day. Okay, you're different. I get it. But why can't we just live and let live? Now, with that being said, men are encroaching more and more in our spaces, on our spaces, and taking our awards and our recognition, and they're doing it more and more. From athletics to the Presidential Woman of Courage Award. There are real women in the world as deserving as a man who wants to be a woman, and those people are taking those things away from a real woman. And I'm not saying trans women aren't real women. I know you hear that constantly. But I mean a real natural born biological woman that could actually have those awards. And we'll get into the men and women's sports a little later on. Okay, we're going to do a video on that a little later. Um, but, you know, it's just no wonder that men are becoming more and more feminine. I mean, look at the world leaders and role models, and I'm not saying all of them, but it takes courage to say what you believe. Now I'll do a video on where have the real men gone. Those rugged, grease covered, beer drinking, fix whatever, broken kind of men. Tractor riding, you know. And where are we as a society when we will allow a man in a dress to assault a woman and not call it what it is? I mean, even a sissified man can hurt a woman. So why is ESPN honoring biological males in female sports? Does the people at I'll get it out. Does the people at ESPN not realize what an unfair biological difference there is? I mean, with that, I want to try something different with you guys, okay? I want to try something a little different that I haven't tried before, but we may, if it works, do it in a future video. So let me put my headphones on. Let me switch to this point of view. And let's see what this woman that's on the screen, she is now sitting on the Supreme Court, the highest court in our land. and she can't give a definition for a woman. So let's listen to it. Wow. Wow. Just wow. And that lady is supposed to be very smart and sits on the highest court in our land. Come on. Okay, moving on. Now, everyone who knows me knows I have been a long time Bud Light drinker, but their recent turn from the normal customer base and how they did it was so offensive to me as a woman, and should have, and hopefully was offensive to other women and men who love these women. It was so offensive. And the new Ford commercials, yep, it's going to lose me there too. It seems as though I've owned a Mustang of some kind my entire life, but if Ford is jumping on that bandwagon, I'm out. Yeah, I've been looking for a Jeep anyway. Now, I don't shop much at Target, but the boycotts of Bud Light and Target show how much people are fed up. That's okay. Bud Light Miller Draft has always been my favorite anyway, but you know, Bud Light was more accessible, so now I go out of my way to make sure Miller is the only beer in my fridge. And the two companies I mentioned are not the only two. Adidas is using men to model their new women's swimsuits, and I'm going to try to edit in a picture here. So here's a tip for Bud Light. You went too far and your customers are never coming back. As a matter of fact, if they keep tanking in sales like they have been, the company as a whole is done. Most Americans have morals and values, and the normal American consumer loves God, family, and country, and in that order: God, family, country. And men take care of their wives and children like they're supposed to. The country as a whole has lost its way, but the foundation is still there. Uh, there's just not enough voices willing to speak the truth. All of a sudden, we have to be accepting of everything. And now, some, it's just gone too far. It's just gone too far. And, I don't have that many followers so I probably won't be heard by a lot of people. So maybe if you like what I'm saying, then share this. If you don't, okay. Um, but here is the bottom line. Why are biological women allowing men to invade their spaces? That was what I was thinking, and I know the reason. Most of us are afraid to speak out. Cancel culture is real. I don't have that many followers, like I said. And, so for whatever reason, if you want to try to cancel me, go for it. But I find that it's so unacceptable. You know, we are following the erasing of our sex as a whole. I find it a bit sinister, especially when, we as weaker, biological women, we could be cornered in a space that is just supposed to be for us as a woman, you know, safe. It's supposed to be a safe space for us. It's supposed to be just women in there, and most women can handle another woman. Most of us. But, you know, there is a real possibility now that a man in a dress can corner you in our safe spaces. And you know what I mean, our restrooms, locker rooms, changing spaces. And we can be cornered by a predator who, by putting on a dress, can take full advantage of the messed up way the world is right now. And the law is making it easy for predators to simply walk into our spaces. I mean, if you're over 21 and you want that for yourself and you can pay for it, then fine. No judgment here. But if you still have male parts, then you should use the men's changing areas or restrooms. And really, come on, if a trans person truly wants to be a woman or feels like a woman, then why not show respect for yourself and stay in areas defined by your male parts? Who is to say that a transitioned female couldn't be a victim of the same kind of assault? So why not show the gender you want to be some respect? It's like nobody cares about the real flesh and blood, born women with less physical strength to fight in a bad situation. Nor would I allow a man dressed as a woman in the changing areas or bathrooms of my girls, especially not the little ones. But nowadays, nowadays, y'all, I could be the one hauled off to jail for trying to keep a man out of the restroom with my girls. That is awful. And I think I would have to say something, but when real women say they are uncomfortable with having a, you know, those genitals around our daughters, then we are the bad guys. So they are now in our place. There are no places that are only for women anymore. We are being forced to be inclusive while they push us out of our spaces. Now, truly, I don't live in a part of the world where that is running rampant, but it could eventually make its way here, and I don't want that. Although, y'all, I'm sorry, I saw a man in a dress while I was in town this weekend. Now, I'm sorry. If if you want to be a woman, you want to transition, okay, more power to you. But if you're going to put on a dress and you're going to wear eyeliner and lipstick, at least have a clean shaven face. This guy had a beard longer than my husband's. And it's like, okay, you're wearing a dress, you're wearing makeup. Why do you have a beard? Do you want to be both? I don't understand. Okay, don't come for me. I just don't understand. Okay, so now if our lawmakers today can't even define what a woman is, and we have some who think men can get pregnant, I'm sorry, but that is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. And the ones who say they can actually have a period, sorry, give it a break. It actually says it causes them pain. Oh my God, that's hysterical. They actually think they have the bodily autonomy to become pregnant. Where's the egg that needs to be fertilized? Where's it coming from? I'm sorry. I should take this a little more seriously, but that is kind of funny. Anyway, where and when, inside your belly you have a space for the baby to grow and then be born. Where's the space inside a trans woman? Where's the space inside? Where is it going to come out from? Where's it going to come out from? Trust me, I have kids. I know the pain, and women are built to do it by nature. Our hips are bigger, and we have a space inside our body to carry a life. And I'm sorry if that offends, but there are too many people unwilling to admit the truth today. Silence is complicit in this. And it's time for real women to say something. Stop purchasing from companies that hate you. And stop voting for politicians who care more about virtue signaling than actual women's safety. Where are the broad burning feminists? Why are they allowing this? But trust me, the trans women or women crowd never shut up. And some have proven to be violent. So be careful. if we don't start speaking up for real women, then we're going to become extinct. We're going to be, I don't know. If we don't start speaking up, we're going to become backed into the shadows by men who want to be who we are and what we are, but can't. And throw temper tantrums because they know deep down they can never truly feel like a real woman does. And y'all, that's sad if that's what they really want. And y'all, that's the truth. It is sad if that's what they truly want. But I think that if you are under 18, your mind is still developing. Children don't need to transition. Children don't know what they want, who they are. They're just learning. Leave the kids alone. Stick to what you want to do. But it's been made so easy for predators to put women in compromising positions that they would have never been in if this hadn't happened. And y'all, that's my rant. Um, this is what I had for Sexy Sunday. Keep biological men out of our spaces. It's scary. It's scary, you know. And I don't know. We're gonna do something else along those lines. Like I said, we tried the new. I hope the video worked out well in there. I'm gonna get to editing. Hey, like and share, help your girl out. It's a free way to help your girl out. And next time, I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be something. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you think you'd like to, I don't put up a lot of videos all the time, but if you're scrolling through YouTube, maybe you'll find me, you know? So that's all I've got. Bye, y'all.